Welcome to Fashionably Broke.
I'm kidding, don't use that.
Just wear whatever the hell you want.
Literally just...
We're living on a McDonald's budget.
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you have to dress like it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fashionably Broke Podcast. We have to start off the podcast, this episode, with a huge announcement. So if you are listening currently right now, and it is the week of December 9th to December 16th, okay? Those dates are very important. And if you don't follow our social media, you better get your butt over to Instagram and type in Fashionably Broke Pod, because we are doing a major giveaway over on Instagram.
Yes, it's exciting. It's a huge giveaway that I wish I even had this product myself. I don't even have this.
Yeah, so if you head on over to our Instagram, and you give the post a little look-see, you'll see that we're giving away a Shark Flex styling system, which Kassidy and I don't have, but we decided to buy it for you guys for all of the support over the last couple of years, the last 2 years, and then to us just, getting close to our 100th episode, because this episode is 98, and yeah, so very exciting. So the giveaway ends on December 16th. All you have to do to enter is give Fashionably Broke Pod, our podcast, a follow, give Kassidy a follow, myself a follow, Maddie a follow, like the post, of course, and then comment what you have on your Christmas list this year, and then feel free to tag as many friends as you want for an additional entry, and you can also share to your story for an extra entry as well. And yeah, we're going to announce the winner on Instagram and send a DM on the 17th at 10 a.m. So make sure you head on over, give us a follow, comment down below what you're asking for Christmas, because we want to know. And yeah, we're so excited that we get to do this for you guys.
Yes, we're so excited. I think it's been funny of looking at the comments of what everyone is getting, because it's such a wide variety, from new shoes to a vacuum to a gym membership, or my sister even commented a wooden beam in her house that Josh is trying to make her, or Kelsey's trying to get Josh to make her. I'm dead. But y'all go enter. It is going on this week. And I feel like this giveaway has been a long time coming, but it's falling at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Of the holiday season, our 100th episode, and then almost celebrating our 2 years as well. So I think it came at a great time. So go enter, go follow us, which I feel like most of y'all already are. It's just people commenting. But I'm glad we can get some people tagged of who they haven't, shown us. What am I trying to say right now? I'm blanking.
They haven't seen the podcast yet.
Yeah. They haven't had any exposure to us or really know what we do. So
yeah,
that's fun.
Yes, absolutely. And then too, this is a major hint that I don't know if I'm allowed to share or if we're allowed to share. But if you don't win this round, guys, that's okay. That is okay. Because in the new year, we might have another little something, but that's all I can say.
There's always second chances, right?
Yeah. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Pick up the context clues, because so very exciting thing that we're doing. We've been talking about it for a really, really, really long time, and it really did, like you said, come at the right time, because we're also going to try to ship it out to you guys we can't promise. Can't make any promises. Cannot make any promises. Of course, it's the holidays. The mail is crazy, but our goal is to try to get it to you guys, hopefully before Christmas. Again, that's the goal, but who knows if that'll happen.
Right. We'll see.
Exactly. But other than that, I think we can just jump on in to this week's episode. We have, just a few things to talk about, to dive into, but we have to start off every single episode exactly the same. Kassidy, what are your highs and lows? What's your weekend recap?
I will start with my high. I'm actually going home tomorrow after work to go to a concert Thursday night in New
Fun.
Braunfels. William Beckman, every year, he puts on like a Christmas concert. And I've heard it's amazing. I've never been. So I'm very excited to go get dressed up and do that. And then I'll be back in town on Friday because this weekend I have like a little Christmas bar crawl with my friends.
Fun.
And we're wearing PJs. So I have my Buc-ee's onesie that I will be wearing and can't wait to show that off. And I told my friends because they said ugly PJs or like funny PJs. So if we have people showing up cute, we're going to have an issue.
You probably will.
We're going to have an issue. But you know, it'll be fine. My low is that we're doing our family Christmas this Sunday and I don't think some of my gifts are going to make it in time.
Damn.
I know. But I literally ordered everything within enough time. I just think shipping is like taking a crazy amount. And like it says it's ready to ship, but it's literally been sitting there for like 3-4 days now. And I'm like, okay, we need to hurry this up. So that's probably my low because I'm going to hope and pray they get here, but I just don't think, I mean, it's already the 10th. There's just no way. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure out a different time.
Yeah.
And then weekend recap, what I did this past weekend. What did I do? Nothing really. Kind of just went out with friends. Saturday was a more chill night. I went to the Dallas Cowboys game on Monday. We lost, so surprise, freaking surprise. I don't even keep up anymore, and I'm just not even surprised when we do lose because like it's an ongoing thing. But it was cool to see Joey. Love you. But his house got broken into.
Really?
Did you hear about that? Yeah.
No.
While he was gone, like last night.
It was also just his birthday.
Surely. Oh my God! Happy birthday!
Yeah, you saw him on his birthday.
We let him win. We let him win because it was his birthday, obviously.
Of course. Joey needs a win.
Exactly. But yeah, that's about all. So nothing too crazy, but we are getting into Christmas season where I think there'll be lots of traveling and just lots of things going on. But what about you?
Absolutely.
Highs, lows, weekend recap. What have you been up to?
Hi, I have Morgan's work Christmas party on
Fun.
Thursday. So tomorrow, if you're listening.
Yeah.
What else? So I just have to go get some shoes for that. And yeah, it honestly kind of thank God because I was gonna buy a dress, but then I was like, no, I don't really need to buy a dress. So I'm gonna figure out what I have at home. And I bought this dress last year, okay? Originally for New Year's. And it just was a little bit too Christmassy. And it was extremely expensive. And
oh my God.
I never returned it.
I remember this dress.
Never returned it. So it's literally been sitting in a box because like I meant to return it. I just got so busy that I literally, it was past the date that I couldn't return. So it's been sitting in its box for a year. Literally a year. And so I'm breaking it out and we're going to wear it.
No, that dress is amazing.
Yeah. So I just have to figure out how I'm going to style because I pretty much have to go directly from work and I have to go to Franklin. So I'm just going to have to do a little quick change. So I think I'm going to play around tomorrow with some updos to figure out what looks best so that I can just wear it to work and then literally get changed and get on the road.
Fun.
Yeah, so very excited about that. Let's see, a low. I don't know if I have a low. I probably do. I just can't think of it.
Us every week.
Yeah. And then last weekend, I pretty much I went out and oh my God.
Yeah?
I ran, you'll never guess who I ran into.
Oh God, who?
Take a wild guess.
I mean, what does that even mean? I have no idea.
Kyle from my birthday weekend.
Again?
Yeah.
Kyle, how's it going?
Yeah. Oh my God, he's so hot. Yeah, no, ran into him. Me and Anna were yelling at him across the bar. We're like, Kyle.
Did he remember you or no?
No.
Ugh.
I also was in like full on like, I literally looked like I had just walked off goddamn Wall Street running around the bars, because again, straight from work, and we weren't planning on going as hard as we did. So I literally am just running around in a blazer and slacks.
Hey, sometimes that's what I wear out as like a choice.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that was pretty much majority of my weekend. And then on Sunday, I pretty much just relaxed and I watched so many Christmas movies.
Really?
And I never do that. So, like, it really got me in the Christmas spirit. I tried to go out and, like, do some shopping, get some more decorations, even though it's literally mid-December pretty much. And the amount of people was just way too insane. I literally walked into a store, saw the line, go all the way to the back of the store, and I turned around and walked right out. I was like, it's not worth it. I'll just order everything online, rush order, rush ship. What doesn't get here in time, doesn't get here in time, and guess they'll just have to get it a few days late or something.
I'm just like, I don't even know how we have this many people in this area. Like, it's insane. Every single time I visit one single store, I'm like, oh my God, there's just no way.
Yeah. So avoiding that at all costs, except I do have to go to the mall tomorrow, and I'm a little stressed because if it's that many people, I think I might flip out.
No, it's okay.
I think that's it. I don't know, this weekend I'm gonna see what I can get into.
Hell yeah.
See what happens.
One more hurrah before Christmas. I can't believe how like fast Christmas is like coming. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's literally right around the corner, and I feel like it's not even December, but I also have not put up any Christmas decor.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to talk about that. Why? Just because you're gonna be out of town?
Yeah, every year. So I don't have an artificial tree. Every year I get a real tree, which I have lights on my house. Like, at least there's that. But other than that, I don't have too much Christmas decor. And then I don't have a tree just because, like, I was going to be out of town for over a week, and it's obviously going to be dead when I come back. And then, like, I can't physically just do the tree on my own.
Yeah.
Like, I would either need a friend to help me or, like, my parents to be in town. Like, it just comes down to too much of, like, I just need a freaking boyfriend, and I don't know how many times I have to say it. Because, like, I don't know what to do anymore. But actually, the fire department was outside my house the other day, and I was talking to them for probably, like, 45 minutes because someone basically crashed into my front yard, but that's besides the point. It's fine. And they're just like, well, if you ever need help, just, like, come knock on the station's door, which, like, I would never do. Like, y'all have better things to do. But, like,
fight fires. Jeez.
But yeah, I just don't really have much, and it's just, it got away from me this year. Next year, we'll be back to it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Which actually, I'm like, now it's too late because I have been, like, trying to find good garland. The only reason I don't get real stuff now is just because my house is small, and also, I don't know, it's like I can only do so much, so I don't really have many decorations either, just like little things here and there. But I've been looking for, like, a good, like, fake garland that I can drape over my TV stand. I found the best garland for, like, $16, and I think that's lying. I think it's even less than that. It's so full. It looks super real, other than when you go up and touch it. Like, it literally feels like rubber. But it is, like, the thickest, fullest garland ever.
Hell yeah.
And it comes in, like, huge sizes. It's cheap, but it's, like, a good quality. Again, it is rubber, so, like, it feels weird, but you can't tell from afar. I'm gonna have to link it for y'all for next year.
I was gonna say, where'd you get it from?
Amazon. Which is shocking.
Yeah,
shocking.
That is very shocking, because usually garland is, like, harder to find, and people pay, like, big bucks for, like, nice looking garland.
Yeah, again, like, the feeling, but, like, you can't tell that it's rubber. it honestly looks so good, and I was shocked. I did see someone, Taylor Monaco, she posted about it, and she was like, literally the best garland I've ever had, and she's like huge on, you know, like decorating her house for the holidays. Like that's like her thing on social media.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, well, if it's coming from like the holiday decorator, like I have to trust it.
I have to get it.
Yeah, she bought like the longer one. I didn't really need that much of a long one, but I'm kind of pissed that I didn't buy the bigger one. And no, holy shit. It was so nice. And I've been like meaning to link it. Now it's kind of too late. I think it'll still get to people in time, but like
yeah,
with what, like a week left. So, yeah, I'm going to have to find it and
because
link it.
People will buy that for next year.
So good. Like I'm going to buy some more. Because
okay, well, I need to see a picture
of it.
I've
never found garland. Like even when you go to the store, you can't find garland like it.
No.
Other than
or
real
like
garland.
It's sold out too. Like Christmas decor, like when it's good, it's always freaking sold out. Like I'm pretty sure there was this one at like Hobby Lobby that like everyone was trying to get their hands on last year. And I mean, you could not, obviously it was sold out online. You could not find it in store. Like I don't know how people did it.
Technically it wasn't on Prime, but it still got to me within like a few days.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So just a little tidbit if you're thinking about decorating your house for next year.
No, literally. Well, on the topic of freaking Amazon, so I am not a girly who,
yeah, you're not an Amazon shopper.
Well, not even that. But yes and no. I feel like for some stuff I definitely am.
Yeah.
But I was shocked. Okay, so I've been wanting Uggs. And I'm going to New Mexico where it's obviously going to be freezing and snowing. But I'm like, I just don't want to pay, you know, the $160, the $170 for these to somehow get ruined by like the water or whatever or get nasty. And I was like, I'm not going to wear them a lot here. Like there's only going to be certain months where I'm going to be wearing these. And I saw, because me and my family, we all share Amazon. So like whenever someone has something in the cart, like we all see it. And I saw my sister had these like knockoff Uggs in the cart. And I like texted her and I was like, hey, like, are you getting these? And she's like, yeah, I got these last year. They were so good. I'm going to get like another pair because I want the platform type. And I was like, okay, but are they like that good quality? Like, come on. Like, because my thing is, if I'm still going to pay like $60+ I still want it to be good quality.
Like, you don't
like,
want it
that's still like expensive.
That's
you know?
one thing that it's like, okay, $60. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, better not fall apart.
Right.
It's either like I could go super cheap or like super expensive, and like the in between I'm just like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
And that was exactly me, because the Uggs I've been wanting are $160 and these were $69.99. So it was like yes, it is $100 more for the real thing, but I'm like, I'm willing to pay $100 more if it's going to be quality and last me rather than just doing like a one-time wear. Anyways, these are 12 out of 10. Like, I received them in the mail, and I'm like, obviously, like, the UGG logo's not on it, but every other thing,
super nice.
I mean, so nice, so comfortable, so warm. The coloring is amazing. It's the exact same camel. I mean, love.
Good.
So I'm glad I kind of went cheapo on myself and bought the knockoffs because I love them.
Well, I was about to say, if you ever decide to buy the real thing, from experience, I do have to say that they withstand gasoline being poured on them. So
I remember
that's a plus.
I remember that. That was like the first week you bought them too.
Yeah, I was pissed. But you would never know. You can't tell.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's what you pay $160 for. These would probably be in the shitter. That's for sure.
Exactly. So if you ever feel like splurging, just know that if you spill gasoline on them accidentally, they'll be good. They'll be good to go. The smell goes away.
They air out. They'll be fine.
Yeah, I think that they aired out within like a few hours, which is good.
I just still don't know how you dripped gasoline on them.
No, literally, okay, there really was fully something wrong with, like, my gas tank.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how, like, your old car, so, like, the car I have has, like, almost that lock mechanism, so there's no cap on the actual, like, hole that you insert the pump into. Mm-hmm. And so there's, like, a locking mechanism and stuff. Well, I think that started to like come loose, and it like felt like, or like it seemed like it was locked in, and it happened like a couple times where not as bad as that time, because that time literally got gasoline down the entire front of me. Like I thought I was going to catch on fire, and I was like, this is how I die. And
as there's no open flame.
No, I know. I was like, oh my god, I'm just going to like I'm just going to combust. But I think it was loose, or like it was coming off, because it eventually did come off. Where like literally I went to go get gas, I pulled out the gas thing. No, the entire thing like came with it. But it's fixed now. I got it fixed. Don't worry.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah. I mean, I like would just literally pull it off and then place it back and then close the lid. So it's fine. It's not broken, right? No, it eventually got fixed. Oh my god, speaking of, my car is just kind of, I hate to say it, like, knock on wood.
Dude, don't say it, Maddie.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Except she's losing like pieces. Like the other day, it also like it got really, really cold here last week. I know I talked about it, how it snowed. Well, over the weekend it was like freaking freezing cold.
Yeah.
And this is also kind of like, we probably shouldn't have done this. I like went to go bring Anna to her car, and we got in my car, and my car was like frozen solid, you know, like everything was frozen. Well, like a side panel next to my window started coming off, and so we had to rip it off and then put it back on. Morgan did that, so I know it's good.
Hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, Jeeps can withstand anything.
Exactly. It's
going to be fine. It's going to last you a while. There's no need to even worry.
Yeah, I'm not concerned.
Yeah.
Oh, Loretta's hanging in there. She's holding up. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad she's holding up, because that's the last thing we need right now.
You're telling me. Oh my god, speaking of podcasts, because this is a podcast. One thing... that was a good way to change the subject. Kylie Kelsey, you know, the wife of the only Kelsey that's married, she started a podcast. It's called Not Gonna Lie with Kylie Kelsey.
Has she came out with her first episode already?
Yeah, 4 days ago. I listened to it this morning, and it pretty good.
It good?
Yeah, pretty good. Not, I feel like, necessarily my like niche,
style,
like my realm. Yeah. But she talks about, you know, like why she started it, just because, you know, the last couple of years they've been in the media, and she's just kind of tired of almost like their name being passed around, her name being passed around. So she's narratives. Like, so she's pretty much like, I'm just going to give it to you. Like, I'm just going to like tell you how it is, who I am, blah, blah, blah. But she talks about how she was a communications major. And the entire time she's talking, I was like, yeah, she 100% was. And she had to have been, like, on her college's, like, news channel or something. She sounds just like literally like a voice. Like, her voice is a reporter's voice. Like,
really?
She sounds like she's on TV, or, like, she's a broadcaster, like, a sports broadcaster, which I know she, you know, is really heavily involved in sports and women's sports. But no, the entire time I was like, I'm just, like, listening to, like, a news reporter, like... sports broadcaster. So I thought that was funny, but it was pretty good. She's like gonna have guests on. I think it's something that I feel like I could, easy to listen to, but not necessarily 100% what I listen to. But I just wanted to, you know, give it a try just to see what it was all about. But first episode,
I'm curious. I'm curious to see, like, who she has on and what really, like, the vibes of the podcast is, just because I feel like she's not, like, a girly girl mom, if that makes sense. Like, she's very, like,
not at all.
Straightforward, like, obviously tells you how it is, like she said.
Yeah.
So I think I could like that perspective, since, like, not a lot of people are like that. So I'm very curious, even to see, like, who her guests are and who she can get on, but I bet... you know, she saw the paycheck coming from New Heights and was like, I'm going to start my own podcast, because their podcast absolutely blew the hell up. But I'm glad she's, like, doing something for herself, you know?
Yeah.
Not that she hasn't in the past, but I know Jason was so like heavily involved obviously in the NFL and then his New Heights thing. So I'm glad she has like her own thing now to talk about and see where that goes.
Yeah, I also didn't realize she was pregnant with their 4th child.
And it's a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old family
4
girls.
girls. That's crazy. I wonder if they're going to try for a boy for the 5th and then watch it's just going to be yet another girl.
She said that they weren't trying. That was like, I mean, it was kind of a cool perspective. She said that they weren't even trying. She like knew. She just knew that they were going to have a girl. So she was like, I'm not going into it with any expectation just because she's like, I just know it's a girl. And so she was like, at this point, they're not like trying for a boy. So yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. She did already have a guest on. It was I forget who it was. But the lady that she had on was heavily involved. I say heavily. She was the actress. She's an actress on Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I've never seen that show. She's in like a couple other things, and she was involved in some aspects in Kylie's like organization, her foundation. So that's kind of like why she brought her on. So I think it's gonna be a lot of, like not mom talk like TikTok, but like mom like conversations.
Right.
Like having other mothers on, a lot of sports. She said she like really wants to include a lot of sports, and a few other things. So.
Yeah, I feel like I would like to listen to it because I feel like the guest, I won't really know
Yeah.
who they are. So I feel like I could learn a lot from it, especially if it's like women in sports. I feel like that's not like talked about a lot or they don't get like interviewed a lot on podcasts. So I think that would be cool for her to like deep dive into that.
Yeah.
I want to listen now. I knew it was coming out. I just didn't know it already came out.
Yes. It's on you. I watched it on YouTube. I feel like that's pretty much the only way I watch.
So it's video too?
Yeah.
Nice.
She has like a little set and stuff. So it was cute.
Very nice. I'll have to check it out. Can't wait.
Absolutely. Another topic, again, speaking of podcasts and podcasters, Art Basel happened in Miami. And I don't really have too much to report about it other than that is one thing that I would love to go to. It literally is just a week of parties, art galleries, basically just an excuse again for people to party. And of course, your Alex Earl went, Ashton Earl was there, Jake Shane, the Acquired Style, and her sister Danielle flew in from New York for like one day of it. And then Kristen, Alex's friend, had a little exhibit for her art because she's an artist. And so I just thought that was pretty cool. But it just literally looks like the most fun time ever.
That's one thing that I would like love to go to. And I think it's so cool that like Kristen, exhibits her art there. I think last year or maybe the year before was like the first time she was chosen to participate. So it was definitely like a huge deal. And like Alex made it a huge deal on her like TikTok as well. So I always think that's cool. I always like forget Kristen's like a artist and like that's what she does all day, just like painting in her room in the apartment. And I actually love her stuff. I keep up with her pretty regularly. And I really like all the stuff she does. And Alex's dress she wore one of the nights, like the body one, the blue.
Oh, the Balmain. Yeah.
Oh,
so
my God. And she's like, I've been wanting to wear this like forever. I've had my eye on this. And it was just so her. Like if that was a dress, like it's her. And she looked so good in it. I love that they went with Jake Shane. And then obviously Ashton was there, and John Summit was performing in Miami during all of it. And he posted a photo like going in for the hug with Ashton and like Alex being, on the other side of the photo, which is creating like a lot of speculation because obviously we know that they were like talking, hanging out, whatever you want to call it, and then they weren't because did you see the John Summit set
with his
like
intro,
his opening thing, his intro of like we miss like the old Summit, like the like not dating influencers summit or something like that. So that was obviously like a huge thing. And then like John Summit was the one to post that photo in like one of his carousels. So it's like, y'all are just like wanting to mess with people and like keep your name going within like the influencer world. I get so invested in stuff like that. I absolutely love it. I saw someone reposted on their story and I was like, literally no way. So I had to go to his profile and I was like scrolling through and I was like, oh my God. John Summit's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I think he's really been hitting the gym lately. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not attracted to him, but I love him. I love his personality. Like, I would die to go see him perform.
Yeah.
I love it. I love him.
So much freaking fun. Like, that has to be on my list of things to do in 2025.
Yeah.
That list is about like 50 pages long. So like, what I'll realistically get to everything. But he has to be on there and might as well make it in Miami as well.
Exactly. Miami is freaking phenomenal. Love that place.
Yeah, I've never been out there. So I'd love to go.
So much fun.
I've been to like every other part of Florida except Miami.
See, yeah, I guess but I haven't. I'm trying to think. I really haven't been to Florida many times. I think I've been to Pensacola.
Yeah. It's like the family beach trip place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've really been just like along like Destin, like, you know, all the places that everyone freaking goes to.
I'm done. But yeah, so Art Basel, want to go. I think that would just be so cool.
Yeah. Speaking of music, John Summit, all the things, the Eras Tour is officially over.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, like, it's been a long time coming, as Taylor Swift would say it. But, like, damn, she needs a break. Like, I'm glad it's over for you, girlfriend.
I was about to say, I kind of forgot it was still going.
Yeah, no, I mean, it has been going. They ended in Canada, and everyone thought that she was going to announce Reputation TV, and she didn't. So everyone's just like, what the heck is happening? Because, like, we thought it was going to be announced at the last concert, and then she was going to, like, release it, like, New Year's Day. Since, like, a lot of Reputation is, like, based off, like, New Year's and, like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But obviously our prediction was wrong. So I'm wondering when she's going to do it, because that would have really just been the cherry on top, you know?
Yeah.
Like, ending the Eras Tour, here's my announcement of Rep TV, and enjoy it. See y'all then. But it's just like, I feel like just an abrupt ending, and it's just like, what now? What now? Like, I don't know. That girl's freaking amazing. And I know a lot of people are like over the Eras Tour and it was like so long, but it's just crazy how long it was. Like, she was literally in a different relationship when it started.
Yeah.
Got broken up with, had to go through a breakup, you know, met Travis, went through the whole NFL scene thing. And like, I mean, where's the ring, Travis? That's my question. Where's the ring?
I don't know how she's not freaking exhausted.
Oh, she has to be. And
I
then,
would
like,
be
she
dead.
goes home, and, like, her and Travis are, like, going on dates every night. I'm like, oh, my God.
I would literally be dead.
Where do you find the time and energy? Energy. Like,
I don't know. Because I need some.
Yeah, me as well. Me every day when I'm, like, getting up to go to the gym. I'm like, do I really have to go?
I'm like, I need some energy, so good for her.
Yeah, but congrats to the Eras Tour. The end of an era. The start of an age. That's what she said. Until next time. I really don't even think she'll have more concerts, for being realistic.
I mean, it'll be a good few years.
Oh, for sure. But then, like, you're going, like, a good few years. Like, you're going into, like, your 40s. Like, there's just no...
The next Madonna.
I guess so. You never know what Taylor could bring us, so...
Very true.
We'll see. I do have a question for you. This is just, I put like a one-off question in here because I've just been like on Hair Talk lately because I'm trying to like just figure out some different things because when I put product in my, or like when I go to Dry Bar or like when I get my hair done, they always put a lot of product in my hair, which is fine. Like I enjoy it. It looks good for the night, stays for the night, but it gets so much greasy, so much more greasy faster.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's what you're supposed to say. Anyways, you know what I mean. So I'm just like not a product girly.
Yeah.
But like I want to be, you know?
Yeah.
Like I want to find something. So I've seen it all over TikTok that everyone, like when their hair's wet, they're putting like mousse in their hair. Do you do that?
Yeah.
Every
I put
time?
in, yes, every time I wash my hair and dry it. So you have to dry your hair with product. Yeah,
Right.
you put in, well, I always put in mousse just because I need it for volume. So, like, I use a volumizing mousse. So you just put an amount, you know, in your, and then, like, rub it through your roots and then brush it out. I even put some at the ends, which, like, probably shouldn't. But I just, like, I need volume. Or if I just dried my hair straight out of the shower, obviously not soaking wet, but, like, if I didn't put anything in it, it would be so flat to my head. It would look god awful. And two, I need like a little bit of texture because my hair is so like smooth and like sleek that nothing would hold. So, yeah, no, I put it in like not directly out of the shower. Like I, you know, towel dry it, get it to where it's damp. I put it in, I brush it through, and then I let it sit again. Because depending on, like, if you dry it too soon after you put product in, and if you put it in too late, then your hair can feel gummy and then feel like it gets greasy earlier.
So that was my thing, is I also feel like when I think of mousse, I just think of, like, crunchiness.
No, I feel like you kind of have to test out what works best. Like, I found some brands that work pretty well. And the crunchiness, as you blow dry it, brush it, and it's not crunchy. If you were to just like
Because,
blow
like,
dry it and not like brush it through to like really work it through,
Right.
then it would be like gross.
Because I see girls on TikTok, I mean, it's not like a little dabble do ya. It's like a shit ton that they're like spraying all over their hair. And I'm just like,
Oh, I know what
wow.
I've seen people use mousse to like do slick backs, which to me it doesn't really make sense.
No, this was like them full on like, you know,
Really?
styling
Do they have
it,
curly
like
hair?
blow drying their hair. No.
Oh,
I'm telling you, like, across the top
okay,
of their
that's
head.
a little
and I'm like,
excessive. I just do like a nice, like, I still do like a nice hefty dollop, but I like to like really work it through because I also need it. But you also just kind of have to like time it right. And even if you put it in super wet, that's fine. I just kind of like let it dry a little bit, and I like continue brushing it just so it doesn't get crunchy. But once you dry it, I also feel like when I don't use mousse, my hair gets greasier faster. I feel like it's a really good way to like keep it absorbed. Does that make sense?
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that out because, like, granted, like, my hair is not like pinned straight like to my head, but there are like my front pieces that just like sit awkwardly that just need like a little more volume to them. But I mean, this is obviously news to freaking me. I didn't know like everyone was using mousse in their hair before they blow it out.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it just helps it. I don't know. I just like, I feel like I've always used mousse. But again, I like it for volume, but I feel like it really does help with volume. And again, you just kind of have to test it out and test out different products because some products are too heavy for your hair. So you just have to find what works best, like the right formula. And there isn't much other products that I would ever put on my roots ever other than mousse. I wouldn't put any type of spray, any detangler, anything on my roots because I feel like that's when your hair gets greasier.
Right, because I have to be very careful with the products I use, and I don't know if it's just my hair color or just me as a freaking person. Even with my slick backs, I have to be very careful with the product because like it will have like dry and little white balls, if that makes sense. Like if you like itch your head, it'll like flake off as like little white stuff, and it looks like I have dandruff when it's really just like the slick back gel.
Yeah, no,
So I'm kind of scared that would happen like with mousse.
No, because
in my hair,
it like definitely dissolves. Like pretty much once it like touches and you like work it through, it becomes like it's no longer. You won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear by mousse.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to try that out. And then another hairstyle that I want to do, but I know is gonna take me freaking ages. Have you seen people do like the teeniest,
Yeah.
tiniest curler?
Yeah.
I want to try that so badly.
It would take
So
you
badly.
hours.
So actually, do you remember you probably do Alex from
Oh,
high school?
I saw her TikTok.
Yes. So I was looking at her TikTok and I think it took her like a little over an hour and she has a lot
Yeah, she
more
has
hair
a
than me.
lot of hair.
A lot of hair. And I love the way that looks, but I just know when I do it, it's not going to look like that.
Oh, yes, it will.
So I really want to buy like a small one and like do my hair like that, but I'm like, am I really going to be doing it like that often to like buy a small curler to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then again, I think they're like $20.
So
Curlers,
that's
like,
nothing.
I would just have to get one like off Amazon
Yeah.
and that would just be
Yeah, exactly.
a given.
No, I know. I thought
But
about
those are
getting
new
one.
things I want to try with my hair because I've been like, granted, I love the blowout and like, I've just been doing it for so long. I need a freaking change. If I'm not dyeing my hair blonde
Yeah.
or some kind of freaking color, I need to change up my hairstyle.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been deep diving into.
I also feel like Mousse would really help hold your like a blowout because I feel like it adds grip, it adds a little bit of texture, not where it's like you feel gross, like it's like the perfect balance so that like when you do your hair it holds.
Yeah.
I feel like that's also another reason why I use Mousse is to like give texture, give grip without like it feeling disgusting. Like it feels like my hair is just super clean and like super light. You know when you go like get your hair done at the hairdresser and like they blow it out and you're like, oh my god, my hair just feels weightless.
Right.
Every time I blow dry my hair, I feel like I get that feeling because of the Mousse.
Okay, I can never seem to recreate that on my end, so I'll do that this week. Maybe not this week. I kind of actually no, I need to wash my hair. I got it done a few days ago. I'll report back because I need to figure something out and like change something up in my routine.
Well, you got
So
it.
be
I
on the
believe in
lookout.
you.
Thank you.
Of course.
But are there any other topics you want to touch on? I feel like we haven't had much fashion to go into, just because I think it's the holiday season and I feel like everything like influencer wise, like posting lots of like content, like creation wise, like slows down and it's just like a bunch of ads, like we said last week.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I don't think I have anything else to add.
Me neither. But we can wrap it up just mentioning our giveaway one more time. Thank you for making it to the end of this episode. Go follow us, like, repost, and comment, and you can be entered in to win the Shark Flex. I'm honestly super jealous, and I'll probably be buying myself one next.
Yeah.
But we will be excited to announce the winner on Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. We love you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.